On Stadium Ladder, you'll find a lot of teams that look standard conventional in Team Preview, however have a lot of hidden tricks inside, and this is one of them with Focus Energy, Regidrago, Belly Drum Iron Hands, and the Weakness Policy Terraflying Ting Lu team that did really well in the last Stadium Ladder season. We're going to be trying out and see how well it performs. This team has a lot of tricks. We have the Dragonite Xianpao, which is pretty standard, not anything too surprising. It's really great for endgame cleanups, but the other four are absolutely nuts. We have the Trick Room Service Cresselia with Ice Beam that allows it to be able to consume the room service when it sets up Trick Room. So it now outspeeds the Ting Lu under the Trick Room, so it can still go for an Ice Beam side turret into the Ting Lu that has Terror Blast and Weakness Policy. So it doesn't matter if Ting Lu is terrored or not, it will still be hit by the Ice Beam super effectively to activate that policy and do a lot of damage. Alongside, you have the Focus Energy Regidrago with Terror Blast, Terror Steel to dish out a lot of damage to Fluttermane and keep continuing to go for really strong Draco Meteors with the Scope Lens Focus Energy, making it a guaranteed critical hit chance. Then you have Belly Drum Iron Hands as well that can do a lot of damage, and opponents might not expect it, expecting a fake out, but the Belly Drum might catch them off guard, and then you get a +6 opportunity to go for Drain Punches or Earthquakes for heavy amounts of damage. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, you can check them out in the description down below. The Galarian Zapdos, Rillaboom, Ting Lu, Iron Moth, Urshifu, and Cresselia. Looks really similar to the Galarian Zapdos team that we used in a previous video, which this is pretty interesting. Like the Iron Moth adjustment, they didn't have I think it was like Xianpao Dragonite. I really like the idea of like Urshifu plus the Iron Moth. I'm not sure actually maybe about Urshifu because you do have double fighting, but definitely something cool here. I do like probably Regidrago because it's one of the few things that can actually break through the Galarian Zapdos actually like consistently, which is a pretty big deal. Let's see, what else do I want to go for here? A Xianpao isn't too bad, but I don't want to let my Drago be super weak, and I think it's probably just like Cresselia. I think Cresselia is probably okay. Cresselia, maybe the Ting Lu, and then I think it's Dragonite in the back. It's either Dragonite or Xianpao. I don't mind either. I kind of like having a way to break through the I mean Dragonite's more of a switch, which is pretty nice. Xianpao helps out against their Ting Lu like offensively. I think I'm gonna try Dragonite though. Definitely looks like a really scary team. I'm pretty curious to see how this is gonna perform because I am pretty scared of my Galarian Zapdos matchup. It's not exactly super consistent, so let's find out what we can do here. I do like the because +1 is going to do a lot of damage. They lead Rillaboom Iron Moth though, which is a very big surprise here for me. I lead the Regidrago plus the Cresselia. Acid Spray shouldn't be a problem. I'm kind of curious what the Iron Moth's doing here. We have the Booster Energy on Iron Moth, going to be the Speed, which to be expected. It's not really a partner for it though here. So I don't know what your attack plan is here. I imagine they run Terra Grass to deal with Water Urshifu because otherwise Iron Moth is just so susceptible to the Urshifu. Just gonna go for Terra Blast and I'm gonna go for Trick Room. I think it's like my best play all around the board. If they switch out, that's fine. If they fake out attack, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I either get the Trick Room or to Focus Energy up, and these Pokemon can't really damage Regidrago. Cresselia might be in a bit of danger, but it should be acceptable here. As long as Drago gets a position to click Draco Meteors, it's gonna have a fun time. They don't fake out at all, actually. They go for a Fiery Dance right away into Cresselia. Is this for Woodhammer as well? No, they go for a knockoff. Man, that gets in my Scope Lens, so I only have a 50% chance to crit, I guess. We are going to be able to get the Focus Energy set up. Okay. Trick Room does go up. All right, Regidrago, you have 50% chance instead of 100, but can you get the crits? We'll find out together. I'm just going to go for... do I want a Draco? Who do I want a Draco Meteor? The Iron Moth or the Rillaboom? Iron Moth could protect. Rillaboom is less likely to have protect, but I do kind of like getting rid of the Rillaboom so Ting Lu has a more fun time. So I'm going to Draco Meteor and I'm just going to go for a Lunar Blessing and get some healing recovery. Because Iron Moth, again, it doesn't look like it can do much. It goes for protect here, so I do get this call right, so that's really nice. am able to go for the Lunar Blessing and heal up with the Cresselia and the Regidrago. Don't know what they do here with Rillaboom though, because the Rillaboom can't do much to my mods. Maybe Wood Hammer and a Crest would do a lot, but it should still be okay. Here comes a Draco Meteor into Rillaboom. Get that crit! Turn 1, so Rillaboom goes down. Absolutely amazing turn here, and let's see what they bring out next. I'm just going to be firing off some very powerful Draco Meteors. And the question is, what am I doing with Cresselia? Because I don't have to do anything with Cresselia. I guess I could ally switch. The Galarian Zapdos comes in. All right. That is the massive threat. So you know what? I'm going to be targeting down that Galarian Zapdos with Ice Beam Draco Meteor. If they protect, so be it. Because, like, what does Iron Moth do to me? They can't reposition the Fake Out Mon like Rillaboom because they didn't, because it did go down. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to go for a Draco Meteor. If we get the crit, beautiful. If not, we still get probably decent damage in the Galarian Zapdos that it can't heal up, so I'll gladly take it. Well, it could heal up if they have Cresselia in the back, but I don't think they brought Cresselia at the rate that we're looking at. We're gonna see a Terra. This wasn't Terra Fairy, but maybe they changed it here. Gonna be the Terra Electric. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what I expected. This actually makes it pretty good for my Ting-Lu in the back, because my Ting-Lu is gonna be really good against the Galarian Zapdos now. So Ice Beam going to come out into the Galarian Zapdos. Can we get a Draco Meteor? Draco Meteor crit? Draco Meteor crit? 50% chance. Not enough. Okay. But still really good damage to the Zapdos. Like, that's still pretty impressive. A Thunderous Kick going to come out. Going to do a pretty... That did a lot less than I thought, actually. That did do a lot less than I thought. I guess that's just because it's not boosted. Okay, the Iron Moth's also getting extremely unlucky with the rolls here, but yeah, now we can just Draco Meteor to Iron Moth again, and I'm gonna go for a Lunar Blessing, I suppose. I think the Zapdos protects, yep. As they see how aggressively I was targeting, they could double protect here, but that's fine. Nope, perfect. Had a feeling. Had a feeling. And it's not like the Zapdos picked up a knockout anyway into my Regidrago, even if it attacks, so it's like not the worst case if I do get this wrong. I do get a Draco Meteor off into the Iron Moth. Dang, not getting any of the 50s. Not getting any of the 50s. Sludge Wave. Okay. All right. That did as much as the Thunder's Kick. That did as much as the Thunder's Kick. Okay. So, Regidrago, can we get a crit, buddy? A crit would be really good here. So, come on. Come on. Get the crit. Get the crit. Get the crit. We get the crit. Amazing position. Amazing position for us. Come on, just this one, just this one. The Rillaboom one was unnecessary. I didn't need the Rillaboom one. I want the one on the Galarian Zapdos because that's probably the biggest threat to my team. Granted, I think that Ting-Lu should be able to come in and just be fine against this team, realistically, but they protect Iron Moth. Oh, yeah, because the thing is, they're just not doing much. Lunar Blessing here. Lunar Blessing's such a insane move on Trick Room, because if you're playing passively against the Trick Room, like, look at the recovery. They have not done any damage that they accomplished has been erased here. All right, Regidrago. A little bit disappointed, but I mean, still all right here. Can they even knock out my Regidrago? I mean, I'm -1 and they're +1. I don't even think they KO unless they doubled up. But I guess I just Trick Room here because they can't punish me. Like, what can they do? They could double up my crest, and unless they crit, and I think double crit even, I don't think they even KO. So protect Trick Room. Should be a pretty nice. Let's see if they commit to the acrobatics or not. They go for the fiery dance. They do turret the Cresselia. Okay, that's a start for them. I just don't think acrobatics is doing enough. They did Thunderous Kick the Regidrago. Yeah. I am able to get Trick 'em up, and then I just do the same thing. I keep going for Draco Meteors. I just go for Terra Blast crit. Is Terra Blast crit probably better? Because I'm running out of Draco Meteor PP. You know what? Let's go for Terra Blast. Let's go for Terra Blast because they are decently likely to protect the Zapdos too. And we'll go for a Lunar Blessing and heal up the Cresselia. Okay, they don't protect. So let's see if we are able to get the Terra Blast. Come on. We haven't gotten many crits yet. Come on, Regidrago. Nice. Nice. Okay. 50%. So we've really gotten 50% because we went for 4 times. 2 times we've gotten it. Man, they knock off Rillaboom ended up making it a little bit more complicated than I thought. Also, they've been getting pretty unlucky with the Fiery Dance. I don't remember Fiery Dance's chance. Is it 52? Like, they finally get one. but it might be a bit too late. I don't think they're bringing the Ting-Lu. Or Shifu coming out. All right. Water. And say hello to Draco Meteor and say hello to an Ice Beam. If they go for a Protect, it's whatever to me. Because Iron Moth. I mean, I guess Iron Moth can keep setting up, but their Shifu is the biggest threat to my Ting-Lu. So if I get rid of the Ting-Lu, it's just more ideal. Who did I even bring in the back? I brought Dragonite as the back too. Yes, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable in this spot regardless. Because Extreme Speed Earthquake is going to clean up a lot of the board. They go for an Aqua Jet. Nice. You get a crit. All right. All right, Regidrago, get the Draco Meteor crit into the Urshifu. Come on. Come on. Landed the Draco. Ah. Fiery Dance. KO's the Crest. All right. Who do I want to bring out? I actually have no idea who I want to bring out. I guess... I think I'm going to bring out Dragonite. Because I don't want to bring in Ting-Lu and weaken the power of my crit Drago, which hasn't been getting the crits. But, you know, like the thing is, these Pokemon can't really touch either. So let's go for a Draco Meteor. I think crit Terra Blast would knock out the Urshifu, actually. You know what? Let's go for a Terra Blast. Let's go for an Extreme Speed. Because or I could Outrage here, I guess. Outrage isn't bad. Yeah, you know what? Outrage. We go for Protect. Not that big of a deal. Let's see if we Outrage target into the right slot. I could have Extreme Speed, but you know what? Let's have some fun with the Outrage. Let's have some fun. Because it's been fun gambling like this the entire time. Let's see what they go for. Going to be the Sludge Wave. Oh, I forgot they had that too. Right. So it might have been better. I mean, did do a lot. No poisons. It really didn't do that much here. I'm just going to Outrage. They also can't Sludge Wave again unless they go for Double Protect plus a Sludge Wave and get it. And I also have to target into the Urshifu again with Outrage. So maybe I'm throwing a bit. I'm throwing a bit for the content. But, because like if I really want to win, I would just go Ting-Lu and I would just click Earthquake, switch into Dragonite, and I would just like auto win. They go for Protect here. Let's see. Come on. Terra Blast. Crit. Crit. Nice. Literally a 50-50. Literally a 50-50. Wonder if Terra Blast crit would knock out the Iron Moth. Probably no shot it does. Yeah, trigger returns to normal. So they're on a huge timer. Do I go out into Ting? Do I go for the Terra? Who do I want to Terra with? The thing is, Dragonite's gonna get the KO on Iron Moth, so just go for the Draco Meteor, I guess. Outrage here. It doesn't matter. The Iron Moth can't beat this endgame because the Ting-Lu just auto wins here with Terra Flying especially. So yeah, they are able to knock out the Drago. Poison finally happens on one of them, but because you didn't crit the Dragonite, I am able to get the Outrage. Even if you crit and knocked out, like I had Ting-Lu. Like I played a bit suboptimally towards the later half because I want to have some fun with how many like non-scope lens crits we could get, because we had Focus Energy. It's a 50% chance because it's like +2 crit ratio is 50%, and then +3 with the scope lens because it's +1 is 100% chance to crit. So you know, 3 out of 6, kind of average. Fluttermane, Landospherian, Iron Hands, Gothitelle, Amoonguss, and the Hisuian Gudra. So there are definitely some scary factors. Going to be that Fluttermane specifically, and the Gothitelle trapping is kind of awkward here, but should be manageable. I do really like the Cresselia and Regidrago. Regidrago. If it's not Terry Fairy on the Gudra, I should be in a really good position. And then I think in the back, I like the Ting-Lu, and I think I like the Iron Hands combination. I just want to double check something on my shampoo. I don't have Haze, right? Yeah, I didn't think I had Haze on this one, so I think this is the best. I want to lead Drago because I can immediately threaten the Gothitelle, which I think is nice with the strong Draco Meteor. I don't really like the Belly Drum Hands straight up because I don't have an electric move, and it takes a little bit of a time to set up, which I don't think I'll have. Like Focus Energy is like 1 turn, but like there's Landers that they could trap me with. and a few other factors that just like I don't think Iron Hands can set up easily against. We're gonna see Flutter Mane Landorus, which okay, that's cool. Against my Cresselia Regidrago. Ting-Lu is a pretty good switch, so I think I will just go Ting-Lu here. So I'm okay with going for a Trick Room and a Hard Swap into the Ting-Lu. What's nice is we can actually bait the Fairy move from the Flutter Mane and have it target down into my Drago slot. This could be Dazzling Gleam in the Stomping Tantrum or like Moonblast in the Stomping Tantrum, which would be a little bit awkward, but we'll find out, I guess. If we can even tank it, depending on like the Flutter Mane. Rest of the U-turn, so we confirm it's Scarf on the Landers. So, all right, that means they could trap me here. They could trap me here. Are they going to be able to trap me though? They go out into Gothitelle. Yep, I am trapped. I was not expecting that one. I was not expecting that one. All right. I do get to trick him up with the Cresselia, and I am able to get the K. That is awkward. Perish Song Flutter. Cool idea. How do I want to perform against this now? Because this has gotten a very awkward spot. I think I'm just going to Ice Beam it, the Flutter Mane and Earthquake here. They're going to retreat the Flutter Mane. This might be in the Landorus. And they're probably faking out the Crest then, I think. No, the Goodra comes in. That's a surprise. They go for the fake out into Ting-Lu. Okay. So I am able to get an Ice Beam into the Goodra for a little bit of chip. Not super much, but still a factor. Don't know if Gothitelle probably protecting. Yeah, this is going to be pretty bad at this rate. Because I wanted to try to break through the Flutter as quick as possible. I'm going to Ice Beam my own Ting-Lu, and I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. They're just going to double protect here, most likely, unless the Goodra doesn't want to protect for some reason. Which they didn't, so I do get the Ice Beam off into my Ting-Lu. I am able to get a weakness policy set up, so I don't think they were expecting that. So I am going to probably be able to knock out the Goodra right here, and if I am able to knock out the Goodra, the game is very winnable now. Because they don't trap me in with Perish Song nearly as easily with 3 Pokemon, and I can pin the Lander slot with Rock Slide Ice Beam the following turn. So we are able to get the Earthquake off. Goodbye Goodra. All right, beautiful. Yeah, definitely a better game now. Definitely a better game now. The last turn of Perish Song. The Gothitelle is also perished, so Flutter Mane coming in. Flutter Mane coming in, protect the Landers. That's probably the goal. Yep. Now I can Ice Beam, Rock Slide the Gothitelle. If they don't protect the Flutter, I still get some pretty big damage off into it, so it's fine. But they're most likely just going to switch on the Landers. Yep. And protect Flutter? Or are they going to play aggressive with Flutter? The thing is, playing aggressive with Flutter doesn't do anything. Like, it accomplishes nothing. I think you should always protect here, because why would you take the extra damage on Flutter with both of these Pokemon going down anyway? Yeah, exactly. So I am going to be able to get a Rock Slide Ice Beam combination off. I don't know if this is going to KO the Landers. Probably not, but it's still a pretty solid amount of damage. Yeah. This should actually KO, because it is Choice Scarf. This is +1 Rock Slide. That might lose me the game. I knocked out the Landers. They're Perish trapped. I have Terra Steel on my Regidrago. They can't Perish Song win, I think. Oh my god. Bye. This game sometimes, man. And I even beat the Landers. I don't have a move that beats the Landers, I'm pretty sure. Maybe there's a win. I think I'm gonna Draco Meteor and I'm gonna Belly Drum here with Terra Grass. Maybe that's my out. I had hoped that they double the hands. I could hope that they... Oh my goodness. They could U-turn into Goth and they could perish. And then I lose because I don't have Wild Charge. And I think that's exactly what they're doing, unfortunately, for me here. Live and die by the rock slide. Yeah, I don't have fake out on my Iron Hand, so I can't really pressure here, unfortunately. I would have had to, what? Earthquake, Terra Steel, Terra Blast to Flutter, and even then it's like probably very likely I lose because I can't break through the Landers before they Qs me. Wait, they Trick Roomed? Wait, hold up. They Trick Roomed for some reason. I wonder if they know I have Earthquake. Wait, does this trigger Perish Song Flutter? Draco Meteor into the... No, it's just a super slow Flutter Mane. Wait, is that like a power item? I know the hands is fast on this team, but like, what kind of Flutter underspeeds hand? Wait, do I have to double check the speed numbers? I think I have to double check the speed numbers. What the heck? Landers coming in. I know my Regidrago is faster than Landers, so I always just go for a Draco Meteor into the Landers slot and I go for a Detect here. Because they have to have Terra Flying Terra Blast, right? I think. The Landers can't protect, then I can EQ to Flutter Mane and I just hope that they don't get a double protect. You're gonna see Terra. This should be the Landers. You're never gonna Terra to Flutter, I think. Yep. Yep, Terra Flying. This probably knocks out Iron Hands, which is why Detect is gonna come in clutch here. You probably don't detect the Flutter Mane, but I have no clue. Yeah, they did Terra Blast. Okay, perfect. They have some other tech. They Moonblast into the hands. Wait, didn't the Flutter Mane underspeed my Drago last turn? Wait, did I miscount Trick? No, I don't think Trick Room was up. Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, goodbye Landorus. Goodbye Landorus. Maybe I did miscount Trick or Twist. Maybe I've been miscounting Trick and Twist this entire time, but okay. No, wait. Oh, I think I did miscount. I think we did have Trick Room up. Yeah, I definitely had Trick Room up. That actually makes sense with the Perish count and how the numbers worked out, but wait, that means I win. That means I win. Because I can protect EQ and then they can't... Don't tell me the Flutter Mane is Focus Sash, Perish. Specifically. It has to have Focus Sash, Perish, and Trick Room. So the Flutter Mane faints last because I can't hit it with my Drago. Like their play would be Trick Room this turn and protect the following. Okay. Moonblast. Is it Trick Room Flutter? Am I willing to risk it here? Earthquake? Oh my goodness, it is Focus Sash. I have to call if it's Trick Room or not. Oh no, 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 no. Did we confirm Shadow Ball and a Crest earlier? No, the damage was... No, they went for U-turn Perish Song turn 1. Do I think this is Perish? Oh, no. I don't think they're Trick Room solo Perish. Okay. Okay, I didn't think they were Moonblast, Trick Room, Perish Song, Protect, Flutter. I think that's a bit too wild, but oh, I completely forgot that I had an extra turn of Trick Room, so the turn order definitely made a lot more sense. So it wasn't fast hands. Like I was like, pretty sure the hands should still on the speed of Drago if I looked at the team correctly. So I was like super confused, and yeah, now it makes a lot more sense. The crit though and the Gothita was lucky, but then again, I did miss the Rock Slide that would have trapped them in and probably put me in a game-winning position regardless. So, what a crazy game. LAIC Chi-Yu, Landis Variant, Flutter Mane, the Roaring Moon, and the what's it called, Tornadus. Okay, so This is a pretty interesting hyper offensive team, and ironically, and I mean ironically, they're so weak to Ting-Lu. It's actually crazy how vulnerable this team to Ting-Lu is. I do want to lead Ting-Lu, I think, with Cresselia. I think it's a pretty strong combination against their team. Like Regidrago in the back. I don't like Iron Hands here. I think Dragonite for extreme speed cleanup's pretty nice, or Shampoo with Ice Spinner's not bad either. But I do like the extreme speed because it's very likely I'd be chipping away their team to like maybe like Focus Ash points or like very little, thanks to Intimidate from the Landorus variant. Roaring Moon, if it's decently bulky, probably survives hits, but it will not take the extreme speed in the end game. Terra, Cresselia might be an option, but it depends on if they bring out the Chi-Yu or not immediately. We're gonna see the Chi-Yu Flutter Mane, so pretty good against my Ting-Lu plus my Cresselia. I can go for a Terra Flying with my Ting-Lu immediately and just go for the Earthquake because I'll be able to live like a Terra Moonblast from the Flutter Mane, which I think is pretty big here. We will go for the Terra Earthquake, and we will go for, I guess I could ally switch to, but I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm just going to go for Trick Room. Trick Room and Earthquake. These are the biggest, the Flutter Mane's of course the biggest threat to my huge Regidrago in the back. So if I can get rid of Flutter Mane, absolutely big here, because that means Regidrago like can just go for Draco Meteors against his team. I might not need to set up Focus Energy against this because they have very frail Pokemon like Regieleki, the Roaring Moon. I guess I'd set up on Roaring Moon potentially because Roaring Moon could be bulky. I don't know if Draco Meteor would KO it without like Dragon's Fang or like the Draco Plate. So that's a Pokemon I would set up Focus Energy on. We're gonna see the Chi Retreat, which is fine. Okay. Into Landorus. Makes sense. Okay. I do have Ice Beam for later in the game. Cresselia is definitely not going down to one attack, so not a bad position still. I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage. Sure, I don't get the weakness policy set up, but I can always do it the next turn if I really, really want to, especially if they play passive, because they don't have good switches to Rock Slide. So let's see. Okay. Protect here is okay as well. Prison, okay. I wonder if they have Rock Slide and they would go for it, because if they do, it makes this into a really interesting scenario. Okay. I gotta watch out for Chi-Yu though. Earthquake does two-shot the Flutter Mane. I think I'm just going to go for an Earthquake and a Flutter Mane, and I'm just going to go for a Lunar Blessing. I could also ally switch here if I want to, but I don't see a reason why I don't just Lunar Blessing and heal up so I can be healthier against the Chi-Yu. We're going to see the Shadow Ball come out into Cresselia, which is not going to do too much. A Rock Slide is going to come out. They activated my policy for me, which is nice. So now I have a weakness policy, Ting-Lu on deck. And Lunar Blessing, if we can get the attacks off, we will heal back to full, which is very, very solid here. And nice, we do get a Lunar Blessing, which is beautiful. So my Cresselia is going to be able to heal back. And let's see if we are able to get the Earthquake off into the Flutter Mane. We are. Nice. That's a really good turn. That's a really good turn for me. So I get rid of the Cresselia, which is huge. The only thing I'm worried about if this Regieleki is in the back and it's physical. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. Because Wall Charge U-turn would probably KO my Cresselia. Roaring Moon coming out. Okay. That does not put on enough pressure against my Ting-Lu. I will go for a Rock Slide here, and I am just going to go for a Trick Room. I guess I could ally switch, but there's not really a point here, is there? Not really. Like, again, I'm trying to put these in extreme speed range if I can. A lot of their teams actually vulnerable to extreme speed, especially if they go commit a Terra here. So go for the Trick Room, go for the Rock Slide. They just go for a Jaw Lock. They read an ally switch. They crit me. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, we got a Rock Slide off. Not as much damage as I would have liked. Oh, man. We're getting fortunate. We're getting fortunate by not getting getting flinched by the Rock Slides, but that's beautiful. Okay. I'm able to get a room service. I think I would just go for Protect with the Ting-Lu and just Lunar Blessing up here. Yeah, I like the idea of just healing up my Crest, especially if they're going to play Protects with like the Roaring Moon or the Landorus. If they double up my Crest, that's fine. So Terra Flying, I think, probably knocks out here. I feel like it should knock out a Pokemon. Rock's not going to come out. If they knock out my Crest, I'm in a good position because I get a free swap. I guess they can't swap out the Roaring Moon, which makes this interesting. But yeah, they Jaw Lock here. Does this KO? It does. Okay. That's fine. Gonna go out into my Regidrago here, and I'm just gonna focus energy up because I might as well go for the focus energy. I also don't even think I KO. I could maybe KO the Roaring Moon, but I don't KO the Landers, I think, if it's Assault Vest, which most likely is the case because I have the Vest of Ruin on deck. So let's go for that focus energy. Let's go for a Terra Blast into the Roaring Moon because A, I can't miss Terra Blast, and B, it's a stab attack that does a lot of damage to the Roaring Moon. I think it should be able to pick up the knockout into the Roaring Moon regardless, as long as it's not like a random Terra Steel on the Roaring Moon. If it's Terra Steel, I'm not going to be having a good time, am I? You can protect Roaring Moon and switch out into Chi-Yu, but on a Rock Slide, don't really see that happening. It would allow them to get an Intimidate off of Landers, so maybe the Roaring Moon lives another attack. But yeah, if I had Dragon Energy, they would definitely be in a lot of trouble, but should be still all right. We are going to see the Terra Flying? Terra Poison. Okay, so I guess Terra Flying, Terra Blast still works against the Roaring Moon. I think I still KO this. Like, I'd be very surprised if I didn't based on the Rock Slide damage, because that Rock Slide was pretty weak. This Terra Blast should be a lot stronger. Yeah, exactly. So we are able to get rid of the Roaring Moon. Fantastic. And now we have Focus Energy, Regidrago on deck, and now we're gonna fire off some strong Draco Meteors. Love this. I don't think Terra Blast a +1 knocks out Landers. It might depend. But we're just putting everything into range of Dragonite Extreme Speed. Dragonite Extreme Speed should clean up the game. Chi comes out. Chi can't knock out Drago unless they commit hard here. So go for the Terra Blast into Chi. Go for the Draco Meteor into the Landers. Let's see. I think if we just hit the moves, we are guaranteed to win the game here. So let's find out. The Chi-Yu is also helping because I should be able to always KO the... I should always be able to KO the Landers. So it's a guaranteed crit here with the Draco Meteor. But let's see if it's Focus Sash and lives the Terra Blast in the first place. I didn't want to Rock Slide here because I just need Extreme Speed range. Yeah, that's fine. We hit the Draco Meteor. Beautiful. This should knock out the Landers with the guaranteed crit. Nice. Perfect. And now I should just win the game because the Dragonite can clean up the Chi regardless. So no matter what factors, we always confirm a win here. So let's see what they lock into with the Chi. Go for the Heat Wave into my Tinglu. Picks up the knockout. And we do have a Dragonite. And do I want to go for Aqua Jet or do I want to go for Extreme Speed? I'll go for the Aqua Jet. They Terra? Yeah, they Terra the Roaring Moon. And also I Aqua Jet in case they get like 9 protects in a or 8 protects in a row. Well, even if they got that, like they wouldn't be able to win because Struggle would still KO the Chi-Yu. So yeah, we're gonna Aqua Jet. We're gonna go for a Terra Blast, I guess, and seal up the victory. Ooh, that went crazy. That went crazy. Turn 1, they made a really strong switch to Landers and just getting the damage, or with the Imprison. The Imprison was so weird to play around, but actually, since it's Frail Flutter, the Earthquake still actually like 2-shot even without like the policy boost. And then they couldn't really do much damage back to me, which was the problem with without having Chi-Yu on the field. The Tinglu just not respected nearly as much right now. All right, let's go over to games. And game 1 was able to set up a Focus Energy with Regidrago and continue to fire off attacks, going for the critical hits while healing the damage away with my Cresselia. In game 2, should have expected Perish Song and was in an awkward spot until I got the big knockout into the Gudra to put me back into the game with some RNG trades here and there, but eventually was able to come out on top. In game 3, Weakness Policy Tinglu was able to blast through my opponent's lead, and Regidrago was able to pressure with Draco Meteors alongside it. I will say this team is nuts. I think I would have probably preferred having a Fake Out Iron Hands to help support the Regidrago a bit more, but overall, some very fun tricks. The Room Service Cresselia with the Tinglu Weakness Policy was really cool to try out. And Focus Energy Regidrago. I have no idea how to feel about this because Dragon Energy is absolutely a busted move. However, it was pretty interesting being able to break through anything, especially if there was any like defensive setup, and Dundozos would have been really cool to hit, but overall was very fun. If you do want to try out the team, you can try it out with the rental code on your screen, and you can check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description, and of course subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.